So many times I will put up a caption and I will phrase it the way I do because I already know the responses I'm going to get. One of the responses that I received from this is that a church is like all other nonprofits, except it's not, because the church status of nonprofit comes literally from the separation of church and state. So once that church decides to step into the realm of politics, their tax exemptions and status really should be revoked. I'd even take it a step further and say that their leaders in the church should not be allowed to vote if you really want to keep the separation of church and state. Maybe even the members should not be allowed to vote. But that would be extreme. I wouldn't do that. Now, one of the most interesting things that someone brought up, I don't know why, was liberal organizations like BML. Oh, okay. Can you guys, you conservatives, please stop throwing around the word liberal, especially when you're talking about your Jesus? Because your Jesus literally fed the poor, healed the sick, and welcomed the foreigners. The opposite of everything you guys do. So if you are the opposite of your Jesus, then you must be the Antichrist. But then again, Christ is not his name, it's just a title. It basically means the anointed one, and the Bible does refer to Satan as the anointed one. That's a different conversation, though. But if your Jesus is different than you are, then you have to be the Antichrist by your own beliefs. Anyway, bottom line here is if you want to be in the world of politics, you should be paying the same taxes as everybody else who votes. And that goes for all nonprofits. Simple as that. That is, of course, unless you would just like to admit that you want to be like Iran and rule by religious beliefs. You want to be just like the Taliban and rule by religious beliefs. See how simple this is?